everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're back here at Infiniti of Flemington, and look what I got here. For the first time in 10 years, a fully redesigned 2025 Infiniti QX80. This is the sensory trim, 4-wheel drive, dynamic metal is the color. We have a brown semi-aniline leather interior. So we're going to go through this totally redesigned QX80, and you can tell me, is this now the premium branded full-size SUV that you would buy? So let's dig in. Front end of the newly redesigned QX80, again, the dynamic metal with the chrome up on front, the huge Infiniti badge, the opened up grille, full spread of LED lighting across the front as well, with separate housings for your daytime running lights, turn signals, and headlights. Functionality in the grille top and bottom, and look at the size of these side air curtains. I can stick my whole hand in here, they're so big. So as we come around to our wheel and tire setup, we got 22-inch machined aluminum alloy wheels, the Infiniti badge on the center cap. Now these wheels are wrapped in Bridgestone Alenza Sport all-season tires, 275 on the width of 50 series sidewall 22s, all four corners, 4-wheel drive. Moving on out, full-size QX80. Now, you can, very similar to the outgoing QX80 as far as side profile, you can tell it's an evolution of design rather than a revolutionary design. The dynamic metal with the black, some brushed aluminum touches. Let me know what you think. As we move in closer, we're going to come in here, we're going to have fender vents on either side. And then we're going to go color match side view mirror, LED turn signals, 360-degree view cameras. We're going to go color matched on the front and the rear door handle. And of course, if this car is in motion, these door handles will suck in and flatten out. And then we have a left side fuel filler cap. And then up top, way up top, we got the roof spoiler coming off the top. We have shark fin antenna, color matched roof, panoramic sunroof. Rear end of our Infiniti QX80, again, a flat back to it, but we got the roof spoiler coming off the top, and we have the rear wiper tucked up underneath, protected from the elements and car washes, cleans up the design. LED lighting all the way across the tailgate from one side to the other. Full spread of LED lighting, including the turn signals dropping on down. You have Infiniti and brushed aluminum. QX80 4-wheel drive down here on the bottom of the tailgate. And then as we drop all the way down, we're going to go with a color-matched rear bumper area with some gloss black accents, and our exhaust is tucked up underneath the right side of the vehicle. Under the hood of the new QX80, we do have a power plant change. Gone is the 5.6-liter V8, and in is this 3.5-liter twin turbocharged V6 engine mated to a 9-speed automatic transmission, 450 horsepower, 516 pound-feet of torque. This vehicle can tow up to 8,500 pounds. MPGs, though, not much different than the V8. 16 in the city, 19 on the highway, 17 combined. The engine's minimum octane rating is 91, so you'll need to use premium unleaded fuel. Before we get into the interior, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much? Well, you know what? This is big money. Base price for the 25 QX80 sensory 4-wheel drive, $99,950. The paint is the only option for $695. Then we add in destination and delivery of $1,995 from Infiniti over in Japan, and our total vehicle MSRP from the factory is $102,640. So let's check out the interior. Starting with the driver door panel, we're going to go two-tone leather, right? We're going to go sepia brown and black with the stitching, nice and soft. Then we have this black wood design in here. So open pore wood design, looks really, really nice, and it's real wood. We have 2 memory seat settings right there. Super soft armrest with microfiber suede material right in here, looking good. But be careful, we have gloss black on all the switch gear up here. And then we do have our power fold mirrors, as you would expect in an Infiniti, and we have the upgraded 24 speaker Klipsch reference Premier surround sound system. As we move into our foot box, nice large dead pedal, brake and accelerator. Floor mats are in the back of the vehicle at this time. Now seating, we're going to go full power for the driver and the front passenger with lumbar and bolstering adjustments. The light up Infiniti door sill plates to welcome you to the vehicle on all 4 doors, and then the sepia brown leather with the light gray or dynamic metal piping to tie in from the outside, perforated. Looks really slick. Let me know what you think. Front passenger door panel, same as the driver, even with 2 memory seat settings. So I do like that. As we move on into the dash, we're going to go black leather, and then we have this gloss black, but this is all ambient lighting that goes into your Infiniti name right up here into your heat and air vent. 64 color ambient lighting, which we'll show you later. More of the sepia brown leather, and then down further, a nice large glove box. Infotainment system time. We have a totally new infotainment system from Infiniti here. 14.3-inch infotainment system, wireless CarPlay, Android Auto, touchscreen ability. Look how smooth it is. Really nice and beautiful. Now you can control it from up here on the screen. Right now we're in map. We can go to our music. We can get our Sirius XM as well as HD radio stations up here by hitting source on the top right, and there they all are, especially with your Amazon Alexa and your Bluetooth as well. And then we can get back out of source, go back to our regular. We can Bluetooth the phone using the phone icon. We can go to our home page where we have 3 screens and nice swipeability across. Look how beautiful that is. Looks gorgeous, a lot of widgets. And then you do have all your different apps in here, from your map to your interior lights and all that good jazz. If we're in here, we can go to our interior lights, and this is where we got our ambient lighting situated right in here. There it all is, up to 64 different colors. You can choose a theme, as you can see right here, or you can create your own, and then you can make it brighter, or you can make it, oops, sorry, that's the volume. I get confused here by these. You can make it brighter, or you can make it more subdued. It's up to you. I think right now we'll just go with Camilla Pink. What do you think? Who knows? Pink, who knows? But that's going to change right up there. Looks beautiful. So they have that set up for you in this, and then we'll get back out of here. And then we can go to your regular settings where you get your driver profiles, clock, and all that good stuff. General connections right here, Wi-Fi hotspot and all that jazz. So they got you covered. We can go back to our map. Love the way the Google Earth map looks. Now we can go to reverse, and here's the backup camera. Look at that. All new backup camera, super clear with trajectory and the 360 view and different views from down below. Looks wonderful. We'll go back to park. It's about time they put a new backup camera in here, and we're good to go. Now, we have more of the open pore wood right here, looking beautiful, this ash color. And then we have 2 heat and air vents, your volume and the seek for your music, and your push button start right there. So that looks good. And now our panel down below, which is going to give us our dual climate control right up there. It's going to give you your traction control on or off. You can also access, raise the suspension, lower the suspension. Here's all of our drive modes right here. So we have a personal drive mode, we have a standard drive mode, we have eco, we have sport, we have tow, and we have snow. So we have plenty of drive modes. We'll leave this in our standard drive mode. And these drive modes will, the vehicle will automatically adjust ride height depending on what drive mode you choose. You have your front and your rear heat and air right there. Looking good. And we got our 4-way hazards. There's our push buttons for the transmission. And again, your cameras, day-night look right here. Now we have our dual climate up, looking good. We have 3-stage ventilated seats, 3-stage heated seats for the driver and the front passenger, and your heated steering wheel right over here. All those can be synced in with the climate system, so I do like that. Now, as we move further down, we have an area right here where you got your wireless charging pad, 2 USB-Cs, 2 cup holders on the other side, and the new Infiniti key fob, which I think it looks a lot better. Infiniti up here, remote start, lock, unlock, pop the tailgate, panic button, nice weight, Infiniti on the back as well, looks good, and then super soft armrest, all in the leather. Open it on up, we have a removable tray and another larger area in the bottom for storage, and that is a cool box. Infiniti steering wheel, leather wrap wheel with the stitching, Infiniti badge on the horn button. It's a semi-flat bottom wheel. It's kind of like an oblong wheel, not like the egg wheel we saw on the Nautilus, but it is an oblong wheel, but I have plenty of room to get in and out of this vehicle. It is enormous. Now, we have gloss black on the switch gear, so you got to be careful. Adaptive cruise, safety suite controls and volume on the left. On the right, telephone voice commands, controls for the digital dash. Paddles to go up and down this 9-speed automatic transmission manually if you would like. Left stalk, we have our headlight controls and adaptive high beams, and then on the right, front and rear wiper. Left side of the steering wheel, we're going to go with our steering assist, of course only available with the Pro Pilot assist on for our semi-autonomous driving action. Engine auto stop on, off, head-up display on, off, pop the tailgate, electric parking brake, and then we do have an electric tilting and telescoping wheel. We have our digital instrument cluster right here, nice and clear, just as big as the infotainment system. And now, of course, there are additional views on the screens, as you can see, up and down. And then we can go across the middle as well to get additional information that you may want to see when you're going down the road. Overhead console time, we got a spot for our shades right there. If you want your dome lighting to come on and off and you open to close the door, the button in the middle with the car with the open door stays in and the orange light on. When you open the door, lighting comes on, close the door, lighting will dim out. SOS button in case there's an emergency on the road. Rear view mirror, we have a frameless rear view mirror with the magic button, and boom, digital rear view mirror. Home link, as well as adjustments for your digital camera for the rear view mirror. Sun visor, bring it on down with vanity and a light. Does it slide? Yes, it does. Panoramic roof time, here we go. Our controls for the shade on the right, glass on the left, one touchback, and here comes the shade like a big dog. Halfway back, hit it a second time. Obviously the same manufacturer that Ford uses for their panoramic roofs, and operates the same way. And then left side, hit the glass, wind buffer comes up, glass goes back, no sweat, one touch closed, and then back comes the shade, and again it should stop halfway. And then a second time to close it all the way up. Rear door panels, same as the driver, which I do like, same color, same material, but we don't have security shades on the back door panel. Would have been nice to see that. Now we'll get on in. You may need to step on the running board, you may not, but once we're in, plenty of room for my head, shoulders, and knees at 5'11". Leather all the way down, seat pocket behind the driver and the front passenger. And then we have our rear console area where we're going to go with 3-stage heated seats, 3-stage ventilated seats for both mid-row passengers, as well as 2 USB-Cs and a 12-volt. Seating wise, both of these mid-row captain's chairs are power seats with the same leather, with the same piping. We do have a ratcheting armrest, which I'm not in love with, and it's a bit thin, but overall, it's pretty comfortable on these seats in this mid-row. All right, getting in row number 3 of this QX80, the button is on top of the seat, and it's a power button. You just hit it, one touch, and the seat will automatically move up and out of your way so you can get in. There you go. And now we can just step right in, nice and simple. And I got plenty of room back here. Get the headrest up. I got enough room back here, but I'm close to the roof with my head, but I got enough shoulders and knee space, even with this almost all the way back. And in back here, I can also recline myself backwards or recline myself forwards, make myself more comfortable. I have 2 cup holders, and each side gets a USB-C as well. So I'm all set for connectivity, comfort, and style back here, baby. Getting in the tailgate area of the QX80, you can pop it from the key fob, you can pop it from the dash, come to the back right next to your backup camera, there's a button, hit it, beeps a couple of times, nice electric assist on the way up, nice electric assist on the way down using this button. With the rear seats up, 22 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of this QX80. Underneath the floor, we have an area for storage. Underneath here is where you're going to have your jack, and underneath that is where you're going to have your spare tire behind the tow hitch, so thank you Infiniti for the spare. Now, as we go over to the left side, we have some tie downs, and we have a home power source here in the back, which is a nice touch. And then if we come back to the right, we have all of our power action. So up top here, we can raise and lower the rear of the QX80 to help you load and unload stuff here in the back, which is nice. And then we can power fold down the mid row or the third row. So the third row are these 2 buttons closest to you, and the mid row are these 2 buttons closest to the seats. So we hit the third row, and it's 1 touch down, and then we hit the right, and down they both go, nice and slow. And now you have more space. Now let me know if you're going to rock with that third row up or down. And then we can power drop the mid row as well. And they will power down, and again, they move fairly slow. But once you get the third row and mid row down and flat, we have 101 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of this QX80. And then when you're done, you can power fold back up and put them back to the way they were all at once if you would like. And here they come. Window sticker on this QX80. Here we go, 25 sensory standard equipment. Audio and safety. The only option is the paint on this one. 102,640, big money. Fuel economy estimates, not much better than the V8 they had in here. Made in Japan by Infiniti. Let's take this baby out for a spin. All right, we're on the back roads of Flemington in this 25 QX80 Sensory, and right off the bat we got great visibility out the windshield, side glass, side view mirror, rear window, no problem. The digital rear view mirror, unobstructed view, blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert, lane keep assist, pre-collision, all of that jazz in this QX80 for safety. LED lighting up front and out back for safety as well. And the one thing I noticed as soon as I start driving this, we are in our standard drive mode, and the suspension feel is very, very firm for a people hauler like a QX80. This is a bit jostling, believe it or not, down the back roads of Flemington, these farm roads. I'm getting tossed around a little bit. So we do have a firmer suspension setup that I would have expected on a QX80, but the steering, nice and light, nice and tight, so I do like that. Now, the new trim levels on the QX80 for 25, you're going to have Pure, Luxe, Sensory, and Autograph being the top trim. Now, the bottom 2 trims, the Pure and the Luxe, will be available in either 2-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive If you go for the sensory like this one or the autograph, it's going to be four-wheel drive only. And there are some other features in here that I didn't have a chance to go over before we got in to drive it. That first one is front seats are massaging front seats as well, and that is all controlled through your center infotainment screen. And the seat will actually pop up on the screen, and you can adjust where you want the massage to go. So they do have massaging seats. They also have a biometric technology in the seats that when you get in, reads your body temperature, and then it knows whether or not to put on the air heated seats or ventilated seats. You don't have to touch anything. So I don't know if that's more of a gimmick than anything else, but let me know what you think. Stopping power, you really have to step on the brakes pretty firmly to get this thing to stop, because it is a 6,100 pound curb weight vehicle. It is heavy. But it takes off. This twin turbo V6 that Infiniti has come out with to replace the V8 really gets the vehicle up to speed. You have 450 horsepower, 516 pound-feet of torque. That's more horsepower and torque than the naturally aspirated V8. And you're getting the 9-speed automatic in here now instead of the 7-speed automatic. So they've definitely upgraded that. And you get the 8,500 pounds of towing and adjustable ride height, depending on whether you're on-road or off-road. So a lot of nice upgrades, nice design upgrades, nice interior upgrades, especially the tech upgrade with this new system that looks gorgeous. Looks like just as good as anybody else, because Infiniti was always behind, just like Nissan is, in their infotainment screens and their camera technology. Now with this one, it's all caught up and it looks beautiful. It's going to wallow in the turns because this is one big giant SUV. But the steering feels good. But I would have expected a softer suspension in here. That really surprised me. Turning radius time, well, here we go. There's no literature on this, so we'll see how it is. All right, that's about 20 and a half, 21. It's going to take a while to turn around, and now we'll head on down the road. And down the road we go. Now we're going to slow on down. We're going to put this into our paddle shift, and we'll see how the paddles do. And they do fine on the way up. And we do fine on the way down. And we'll take off again. There you go. We'll go back, let the car shift on its own now. So you let me know what you think about this new redesigned QX80. There's a lot to like about it, with all the modern technology, with the nicer design on the interior, with the new power plant, with more horsepower and torque, more towing capability. They put a lot of good updates into this, and they should have after 10 years of waiting to do something on this vehicle. But you could get a top trim 24 QX80 for low 90s. Now we're looking for not quite the top trim of the 25 QX80, and we're already at 102, 103. You go autograph, you're going to go into the 110s to 115s. And that's a big jump in price for the QX80. So you let me know if this is the one that you would choose, let's say, over your Cadillac Escalade, or over your Lincoln Navigator, or over the big BMW X7, or the big Lexus LX600. Let me know, is this now in the ballpark? Is it now in the competitive realm for Infiniti? Have they done the right thing, or have they missed the mark put it in the comments and let me know. But I do want to thank Infiniti of Flemington for allowing the channel access to their very first 2025 Infiniti QX80 sensory 4x4 in dynamic metal for review today. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing and turning on that notification bell so you never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.